Hello and welcome to Pac-Mania on the Commodore Amiga. There's a ghost there saying "oh poop" or something equally as rude. And my name is Nick, and this is Nick's News and Reviews. I'm having a look at this maze game, an evolution from the original Pac-Man. Now, before Grand Theft Auto, there was no such thing as violence, and before Pac-Man, there was no such thing as obesity. So both of those two games are thoroughly to blame. That statement, of course, is complete rubbish. People have their own wills, they can do what they want, influenced by the world around them. So, this is Pac-Man. First of all, we're in Block Town, which is definitely not a Lego Town, because that would infringe on a copyright. This is a Block Town, so absolutely completely different. So this was based on the arcade game, Pac-Mania, from the arcades there. Also was converted to the Archimedes, the Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, Commodore 64, MSX, Game Boy Advance, the NES, Sega Master System and Mega Drive, ZX Spectrum and the PlayStation, then eventually to the iOS, the App Store. As you can see, I'm controlling the, the gorging Pac-Man, but the main difference between this 3D affair and the original 2D one is Pac-Man can now jump. If you haven't heard of Pac-Man, then I don't know where you've been. This and Space Invaders are probably the most well-known games ever, but the object of the game for those that have been sleeping in an ice crevasse for the last 10,000 years. The idea is to manoeuvre around the maze without being killed by the ghosts, eat all the dots there, and by collecting a power pill, it renders the ghosts useless and you can eat them for a short space of time. Some pickups come up automatically. That red one, I think, makes the ghost go blue for a brief time. But yes, go round, eat dots, don't get killed by the ghosts, and as soon as you've eaten all of them, of course, you go to the next level. And I've just lost a life. Yes, so there's four basic maze types. There's Block Town, which I must stress is nothing to do with Lego. Look, doesn't even look like Lego. So we're on safe ground there. After this is Pac-Man's Park, Sandbox Land, and then the Jungly Steps, which are very interesting. Well, those ghosts are queuing up a bit there. Let's teach them a lesson. Boom. Boom. Yeah, so the ghost can regenerate by going in that middle bit there. So for Pac-Man experts, the ghosts do have their own names. The boss, which I don't think is on this level, is called Clyde. He's orange. There's a purple ghost, which is a bit mean, can go quicker than Pac-Man, called Sue. A green ghost turns up, called Funky. In later stages that he can jump. Blinky, the red ghost, just completed the level if you didn't notice. Pinky, which is the purple ghost. Oddly enough, perhaps I couldn't do pink. And Inky, which is the blue ghosts. Yes, so that's Block Town done. Let's go to Pac-Man's Park. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pac-Man Theatre. Oh, that's a bit special, isn't it? Good formation work by these ghosts. Give them something. I can't do much in this world, but they certainly can do formation as good as the red arrows. Yes, so this game was released in 1987. The original arcade was by Namco. Actually, I lie. The arcade version was in 1987 by Namco, the coin-operated version. And then this was published by Grand Slam Entertainments Limited in 1988. A pretty true conversion, actually, from the arcade. One of the better ones. So here we go. Let's see how far we can get here. Pac-Man's Park. The mazes look a bit different on each one, although they do cycle around different colours, of course, which is Pac-Man's main theme. But yes, a hugely entertainable game, this one. Played many an hour on this, for sure. Never played it on the PlayStation. Never seen it on the ZX Spectrum, although I trust my sources. Have you played this on the ZX Spectrum? Or the Game Boy Advance, in fact? Comment below if you have. So in this game we'll see how far we can get. But it isn't overly complicated, so it's an easy premise. Ghosts don't seem particularly clever here. There's that red ghost. As you know, it's called Blinky. Funky music. Yes, so settle in. This could last a while. But my favourite level would have to be the Jungly Steps. I don't know what the inspiration there was, but it's the most removed from the original Pac-Man 2D mazes, which I'm sure you've all seen. But I think back in the 80s when Pac-Man was super strong, it had a cartoon. I remember as a kid coming from school you can buy stickers and sticker albums for Pac-Man. Then I thought they ran out of ideas then, so they released the whole Pac-Man again, but called it Ms. Pac-Man. I think they just put a red bow in his hair, said, look, you can be Miss Pac-Man now, we need some more money. But it worked. Ms. Pac-Man is essentially the same game as Pac-Man. I don't think there was a Ms. Pac-Mania though. You might correct me if I'm wrong. Dun 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 dun. Right, see? Right, quite often the level will change, it's just different colours, but don't be fooled, it's the same maze. And after we get out of Pac-Man's park, if we do, it's then to Sandbox Land. But there's only like 4 basic different maps, just cycles round and round. And each level, the speed gets a bit quicker, so makes it slightly different, more difficult each time. There goes Sue. So the worst ghost in this game is the purple one, 'cause it's the only one that goes quicker than Pac-Man himself. But yeah, that jump feature is good. Couldn't do that in the original. Right, you notice a green pill's turned up. If I get that, I'll have super speed for a shorter space of time, which will be very handy in sweeping up these dots. Here we go. Well, that is very quick. And the quicker Pac-Man goes, the bigger distance he jumps. And quite handy as well, he can change direction while he's in mid-air. So you're not committed at any point. Oh, what's that? Some corn on the cobs turned up as a special thing. Fruit and vegetables, mainly fruit turns up, you get extra points. Oh dear, we're in trouble here. That's it. As long as that purple ghost isn't after you permanently, you're looking good. Funky, the green coast going cross-eyed. Fairly straightforward here. Right, eat him. Can't quite remember the cartoon offhand. I might have to go on YouTube and check that out, because whatever you think of, someone has uploaded it somewhere. If you yourself have uploaded it, maybe put a comment below. I don't think I've got any of the stickers. I think as a kid, I must have been about 8 or 7, I used to get the stickers, and then bought some cardboard from the shop as well, and make it sort of like a comic book from it using the stickers. Simple times back then. Wasn't a kid with a mobile phone and all the latest gadgets. I think we went out and played football, walked around the streets, that sort of level. Couldn't go home and copy all your homework from Google. This is the time where you actually had to listen. Right, back to Pac-Man. Very smooth. I don't know if you've ever seen the arcade version, but this is almost identical. Good job, round cleared. Let's go to the next world. Yes, there's certain people out there, maybe the Daily Mail newspaper, always try to blame the world's problems on things that happens in computer games. But I don't think you can really land the problems with growing obesity on Pac-Man. People didn't sit and see Pac-Man eating lots of dots and think, "God, he's eating a lot. I think I need to go and get some crisps and some chips and things." I can't see that happening. Right, we got jumping ghosts in this level, so Funky can now jump. It's still possible to jump over him because we've got a bit of speed, but the chances of hitting him are increased. And this is Sandbox Land. Can't see any sand. Maybe I've missed the idea. Sandbox mean creating stuff. There's no maze editor on this. That would be a nice touch, wouldn't it? Have a maze editor. But also, as you notice, the amount of ghosts increase as well. Let's have that call on the cob, if that indeed what it is. I'm going pretty systematic. I like to get the dots from a certain area, because there's nothing worse than only having one dot left and you don't know quite where it is. 4 power pills on each section, of course, which makes the ghosts all go blue, so use them wisely, don't use them all up at the start. Green pill, that'll add a bit of speed. So this is looking very good. I haven't lost any of the old skill. There's Sue, Purple Sue. I'm told that Sue wasn't in the original Pac-Man, the purple ghost. She started off in Miss Pac-Man and then's come across. That was an easy one done. But am I not wrong? Ghosts normally are ghosts of people. An apparition, so to speak. Look a bit like the original person, but a bit more spookier. I don't know what these are ghosts of. They look like people with sheets over their heads. But Pac-Man came out in the 70s, I believe. So I don't think you can rely too much in it. They were just glad that the stuff moved without blowing up. It's a bucket up there, or a teacup. What's that about? Is it a teacup or I think it's a teacup with a dodgy handle. Yes, as soon as we complete this level, if we do, we go to Jungly Steps, my favourite level. If we complete that, it starts on the start again, but it's all a bit quicker, and there's extra coloured mazes of the same basic 4 maze designs. Does this bring back memories? Did you have this on computer? Amiga? I never saw it in the Atari ST, but I presume it was practically identical. There's like sometimes there's minor difference in games between the Amiga and the Atari ST, but not a great deal. Not as much as the Spectrum and the Commodore 64, of course. Some games are better on one format, some are better on another, just the way it was. I never owned a Commodore 64, so I probably won't be putting up any Commodore 64 footage, because I only tend to put up stuff that I actually played or had a nostalgic link to. A lot of these games, if you played it now without a nostalgia link, you question what you're doing with your time. But yeah, I played Atari 2600 and various Ataris, Nintendo's Game Boy Advance, so although I haven't at the moment, I may be putting up some footage of those games as well, give it a bit of variety. But at the moment I've just been doing ZX Spectrum and Commodore Amiga. Let's go to the Jungly Steps. The ghosts may get their revenge yet. Well, hopefully not. If I score over 100,000 points, I believe, I get an extra life. So we're getting sort of close. Need to collect a lot of fruit. Changing music. Right. So not only is this 3D, but it's going up the screen. You've probably noticed already, but I haven't mentioned it. The screen continues going left or right or up or down. There's no far end, it just puts you back to the other side. I haven't explained that very well, but you know what I mean. You can't go over the map basically, it puts you back on it. Right, my strategy here will be gradually clear the pills on each level going upwards. But as you can tell, it's going a lot quicker now than from the start, so reflexes need to be a bit better, and errors, well, not so forgiving. There's Funky. Don't look that funky. There's Sue. Let's get Sue. She's gone blue. Sometimes it's best not to get the ghosts because they regenerate in the middle bit before the... Oh, 2 Sues. Yeah, this is getting a bit awkward. This is getting very awkward. Oh my goodness. Right, jump. Oh, that was close. Now this... Oh dear. This is seat of your pants job, this is. Quite often in the games is where I died, the Jungly Steps. But we're not doing too bad. I mean, I've got a couple of lives left. That's it! I think there's one more round of Jungly Steps and it starts again. I think it's green. I believe it's green. And then, yeah, here we go, it's green. And travelling at a rate of knots here. I don't think there was a sequel to this game. Comment below if I was wrong. Maybe I should have done a Google search before I started the commentary and the game. But I don't know how many versions of Pac-Man there's been, including Ms. Pac-Man since its release, but incredibly successful. Think computer games. You've got Pac-Man, Space Invaders. Extend, I've got 100,000 points. That's an extra life. And the coin up, which save you putting some money in. Whoops! Cool, that was close, and that was too close. So we've got 2 lives left, I believe. This one on the screen. And you see on the bottom left 1 smiley face, which equals 1 extra life. These steps are a bit too jungly. Yeah, this is going well fast. Whoops. Yeah, Sue's after me. Right. I don't think I've got any more power pills left, so this could be curtains. I don't know though. Might get lucky. Oh, God. I've got about 3 pills left. I hope this is the last 2. It is! So essentially I've completed the game there, which is a bit of a rarity if you've seen any of my other reviews. But good. Is it luck or is it skill? Let's say skill. Yes, don't answer that. Luck then. No, skill. We stick with skill. Right, we're back to the start again. We're back in Lego Town. Oh no, it's not Lego Town, is it? Because the lawyers are out there. It's Block Town. These are definitely blocks. These are definitely not Lego. Not sure what the computer AI is on these beginning levels. But this is... See, although this is supposed to be one of the easiest mazes because it's smaller, because it's going so quick and the ghosts, you can just easily run into them. My overall thoughts on this game, though? A brilliant game. Excellent. One of the better ones. I just like the way they put it to 3D, really, and Pac-Man can jump. It's added extra dimensions to it. Let's just wait here, see what the AI is like. Oh, it's quite quick. It found me quite quickly. We won't hang around too long. It's Pac-Man will eat this wall for a bit. Yeah, I think I've had enough of this now. Let's get going. Yes. This is my last life, so the game's probably going to end fairly soon. The dot's a bit hard to see on this level. Don't need no bananas. We don't need no bananas today. I might have just made that song up. Comment below with your banana jokes. Actually, don't. Yeah, banana jokes. I think maybe I should have had a beer before starting this. Would have been a bit more fun with a beer. Okay. If you're watching this on a Friday night, if you stayed in and it's just you and me and this footage, then definitely pause it, go and get yourself a beer, and then it'll be a bit better then. And you'll be more inclined to do stupid comments. And stupid comments, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like sensible comments, they're good, and constructive comments and info comments, but stupid comments are the best. As long as they're not insulting anyone, then we're all human, let's just have a laugh. Okay. Let's try the next round. Good job. See, I'm pretty good at this game. Sort of. If it had an online version, I'd probably go online and see lots of people better than me. But this never went online. Did it not? Or did it? No, not on the Amiga anyway, and that's what we're reviewing. We're going to run out of luck soon. How long can this last life last? Oops, yeah, that got them. Yeah, so God bless Namco, God bless Grand Slam Entertainments Limited for porting this over to them. That was a huge jump. Look at the speed of this. I don't know what the speed would get to if I was playing this for over an hour. Where are we getting up for 20 minutes or so? If you was playing this for an hour, how fast it's going to go? I don't think a human can react. You'd need Jedi skills. You need to see things before they're happening. But then if you did, you'd probably turn into Darth Vader, so it's probably not good. Resist the dark side. Just play Pac-Mania. We might have one more round of Block Town, and then we'll see. But I doubt that I'll get off this with one life, but who knows? Never say die until you die. Oh, it wasn't Block Town. We're back on. We're back in business. This is Sandbox Land for the second time round. This is quite a big maze, though. Huge jump. I won't bother getting that bell thing. Yeah, this is pushing it a bit. Oops. And we're dead. Well, that has been the great Pac-Mania on the Commodore Amiga. So I hope you enjoyed that. And until next time, goodbye. Goodbye!